Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to get started on this table, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on my latest videos. Okay, so we're going to get started, and what do I do first is I use my Amy Howard's Clean Slate, and this is just a liquid that cleans off all the dirt and grime. I've already done that, so now we can get started on painting this. And this actually has a tray that goes on top. It's just a clear piece of glass, so you could actually do something really cool that would show through the glass. I don't know yet what we're going to do, but why don't we get started and start painting this one. Okay, so what I have is a bunch of my paint brushes, what I'm going to use. I used Amy Howard's paint brushes and BB Frosh's paint brushes. And today I think we're going to use some Sloan chalk paint that I've had, and I need to use it up. Of course the trash man's got to come by when I'm filming, so let's do a little pause right now. Okay, so the paint I'm going to use today is Sloan's chalk paint, and I transferred it into these little Ziploc plastic tubs because when it's in the can it gets rusty and the sides get all chippy and goes into the paint, so I actually strain the paint into here so I don't get any of those little particles in my paint. So we're going to use Antionette, which is a pink, and the Scandinavian pink. So today is going to be a pink day, Pink Tuesday. So let's get started on this one. I think I'm going to just use my 2-inch, or 1-inch actually, chip brush. And we're going to start off with the Scandinavian pink. Okay, so what I did was I did the 2 coats on the bottom, and I have to go in these little cracks right here, but I'll do that later. And I think we're going to do a 2 blending kind of thing right now. I'm going to put the darker color here on top, the Scandinavian. which is a lighter pink. It's just kind of what I have is some water. I don't have a spray gun on me at the moment. I'll just do it this way. So let's let that dry, and as you can see, it's kind of a little blendy there. We're going to do some sanding to rough it up a little, and we're still going to do some dark wax on top, and we're going to do some gold. So we're not done just yet. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go in some of these little areas with the lighter color Annie Sloan paint in the Antionette. So we have our paint. We're waiting for this to dry. And I'm not worried about being all neat and pretty. You just want to put it on because we're still going to sand off some of the edges and put dark wax on, so it's just a bunch of layering. You can tell I'm not in the lines whatsoever. I'm not being neat. I just want a hint of color. I'm going to be doing some distressing, so some of that's going to come off. Okay, I'm going to finish up this, and then we're going to move on to the dark wax. Okay, so now that I'm back and I finished the 2 coats of the Scandinavian pink, and then yesterday we did the blend of the Annie Sloan Antionette, and we did it in all these little sections. And so now that all that's dry, I've started sanding and distressing some parts. And remember when I said you don't have to be all neat and tidy in these little areas because you're just going to sand anyways, and most of the time it comes right off, so you don't have to worry about being so neat and pretty. And I've done most of it, and you're just going to get not a real fine grit sandpaper, you know, medium, so that way it just comes off pretty easy. See how that came off? And you just basically want to do all these little raised areas right here and all over just to get some old world chippy paint type effect. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that right now. So here's the top, just slight. Okay, so now that we've sanded it and cleaned it all up, now I'm going to just take a little chip brush that I use for dark wax. I'm going to use Annie Sloan's dark wax, an Annie Sloan paint day today. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the dark wax all over it. You want to smoosh it into your brush. Like this. Just put it on. Usually use a t-shirt. I'll get one in a bit. See how it's making it old world looking. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mix some of the clear wax here with some of the dark wax. That way it goes on a little bit better. And let's say you put too much dark on, you could always just take your clear wax, put it on. It will lift some of that dark off. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your gold luster. This is metallic luster I bought at Hobby Lobby. I always add water to it to get it to go on a little better. And I'm just going to go over all the little corners. So you pretty much get the hang of it there. I think it turned out pretty cool. What do you guys think? See the highlights of gold. Okay, everybody, what do you think? I think it turned out pretty cool. Not too bad for another thrift store find. And when you have these pieces that you really don't feel like sanding down and they have little marks in them, this is the perfect kind of technique to do. I only used 2 coats of the Scandinavian pink and then went and blended in a little bit of the Antionette, and both products were Annie Sloan chalk paint. And then I went and did some gold highlights around some of the corners and some dark wax on top of it mixed with a little bit of clear wax, and sanded off some of the areas that were all roughed up. And this is a pretty easy technique to do, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on my latest videos. Till next time, everybody, I'm Donna from Donna's DIY. Bye for now.